Hey guys, and welcome to episode 5 of the FitPro Lead Gen show with me, David Kyle. Today's episode is being actually filmed from Budapest airport because we're just about to leave Budapest after a couple of days here. We're still also kind of recovering from last week's FitPro Lead Gen tour where me and Leanne went to a number of places around the UK, kind of just helping FitPros out with generating leads and how to get in the media. If you wanted to know more about that and see Leanne's interview, make sure you do check out last week's episode. In this week's episode though, I want to talk about client retention, because if you can keep your clients, it's going to help reduce your lead gen costs. You're not having to spend so much on Facebook ads or generating new leads simply because you're keeping your clients. So client retention, especially for us, is massive. So I wanted to go through a number of different things that we do first with our clients to make sure that they want to stay. Then I'm going to take you to an interview which I did with Damien Coates from Lean Body Project, where he explains the type of stuff that he does. So first of all, when a client joins, we make sure the onboarding process is as simple as possible. So we don't want to confuse these clients. We don't want them to think that they're just another ticket or another number in the business that's paying us. We want them to feel super welcome. So we make the signing up process as smooth as possible. We welcome them into the Facebook group to make them feel like we're there to support them and encourage them on their way. Plus, we also send them a little welcome card in the post that get delivered by the postman, which they feel really appreciated because it's handwritten. It's welcoming them to the program, and it's kind of showing that we actually really do care about them. Then throughout their front-end journey itself, they get a number of automated emails asking them questions, giving them advice, building more trust, because at the end of the day, we want them to stay beyond that front-end offer. They also then get a call at the halfway point, us asking them how they've been getting on, if they've got any other questions they need to know, because the more questions that we can ask, the more that they know that they can trust us and they can stay with us for a long term. We then take them through that front-end cycle and it's all going really well. Then we move them on to our long-term stuff. For long-term stuff, we always try and plan things way in advance, for the simple reason they've got things to look forward to. For example, every month we put on either a yoga session, a Pilates session, a movement session. We put different things in and we get different tutors coming in, people that are not associated with DKnine Fitness, to run these sessions. By putting these sessions on, it gives the clients a chance to try something new, experience something different. Plus, they know if they've got yoga and they've never tried yoga before, and that's in 2 months, then there's no point really leaving because the yoga teacher's coming to us. It's in the comfort zone. They know exactly who they're going to be with and they're going to feel a lot more secured than going to somewhere that they've never been before. So putting these events on for us at the gym is massive. Not only that, with Christmas coming now, we've also planned the Christmas party and we're already looking into things like Tough Mudders or outdoor events ready for next year, so people can sign up now or put their deposits down now, and then they know that they've got 2 or 3 months to start training for it or getting ready for it, ready for when these events come. Not only that, we've also got an onboard nutritionist which is there to answer all their questions all the time. We've got 2 client care managers who are there to support them, ask them questions, take their measurements, check up on them and chase them. So they know that we're here to support them and motivate them and keep them going all the time. Not only that, when they do have issues, whether it's financial issues or family issues, and they say that they really want to leave, we give them plenty of different options on how to maybe not leave. For example, with Christmas coming now, and a lot of people wondering about their finances, we give them a massive downsell. We basically sell, I know it's going to be tight for finances this month, why don't you come on our 2-session-a-week program, which is half the price of our normal membership, just to get you over Christmas. That way then you can still attend 2 sessions a week and you don't have to spend so much. Then when January comes, we can upsell them again back into our normal programs. So there are just a number of ways that we use at DKnine Fitness to make sure our clients stay and really make sure our retention is as high as possible. Next, let's show you Damien and what he does at the Lean Body Project to help keep his clients for as long as possible. So I'm here today with Damien from the Lean Body Project, and we're going to talk a little bit about retention and how he manages to keep over 150 clients on his program month by month by month. So tell me a little bit more, what is the trick to it?
So it goes without saying, obviously every month we have check-ins, every week we have check-ins, but every month we do their pictures, measurements, and we're getting people to check in. So we're constantly on top of clients, making sure that they're making progress, and then we can tweak anything to do with their training, nutrition, lifestyle, etc.
Yeah.
So that's number one. Number two, we've just recently been through our whole 30-day structure for our front-end program, and we've mapped it out day to day, so we know exactly what content is being delivered on each particular day, at certain times in the month we'll give them an upsell if they want to stay on the program, that kind of thing. It's all mapped out, so that seems to be working better. We also have different, we have a big client Facebook group for our long-term members, for our VIPs, but then for the front-end people, because they're all starting and finishing at the same time, we then have a private Facebook group just specifically for them with content daily to speak to those.
So what would you say is the difference between people starting on a set date rather than like we do in my gym, you can start whenever you want? What do you see as the biggest difference with that?
So just the way that we structure things in the gym here, everybody starts and finishes at the same time. We tend to have a new introduction every 3 weeks, so that gives me or the other trainers 3 solid weeks to work on those new people, to get them up to speed with squatting, deadlifting, making sure all the technique and the mobility, everything like that is good before we then bring in new clients, and then we know then that these guys kind of know what they're doing and we can push them a little bit more.
So you were saying about the 30-day program itself. You've got it written down and the coaches have to then post that in the Facebook group, or is it all scheduled, or how have you mapped it out for the initial 30 days?
So we made a spreadsheet on Excel and we just put input days 1 to 31, and then we added in all the bits that we think is necessary for helping the clients on their journey. Certain things, for instance, obviously on day 1, 2 or 3 maybe we'd say something about having DOMs, and just to reassure them that it's okay. Maybe having an Epsom salt bath, keep moving, keep stretching, that kind of stuff. So it's all laid out. Then we have a structured daily posts that go inside the Facebook group to create interaction and encourage feedback. And we're constantly asking for feedback and reassurance and people to engage and get involved rather than sitting in the background and not getting the questions answered, basically.
So that is, it sounds amazing. Like, these people are definitely going to stay for the initial 30 days, but say people who have been with you for like 2 years, why are they still coming? How are you still managing to keep them to stay here and not go to any of these new gyms or competitors that are popping up?
So we've literally got a gym right across the road and another one within 500 yards of us that's a budget gym. So our thing, what we say is results, community and experience. That's number one, is results. We want to make sure that everyone that comes through the door is getting results. They're well looked after and they're having a great time. So the results, the community, and then the experience, obviously they come for the results but they stay for the experience.
So that was Damien there from the Lean Body Project, and it was quite interesting to see a number of things that he does and some things that are very similar to what we do too. So this week's challenge, I want you to really think about ways that you can help keep your clients, whether that's on the front end offer, so when people initially join you, you make the onboarding process as simple as possible. The journey through that front end offer is as smooth as possible, and then once they become a long-term client, we then have things in place which keeps them motivated, which keeps them on track, which always keep them reaching for new goals. For example, if you're going to have a photo shoot, have this photo shoot 3 or 4 months in advance, then invite some of your most important clients to take part, or people who are really struggling. Tell them that you've got this photo shoot booked. Tell them that you're going to give them that little bit extra support between now and the next couple of months, so they can get their starter pictures now and they can get these amazing after pictures in the future, whether that be them in some really nice fancy clothes, or if it's for people that want to wear barely anything and just want to be bikini or just shorts, you can have that style of picture too. But setting targets, setting things way in the future, setting goals for your clients are things that are really going to help keep these clients on board. So this week's challenge is to really think about that. If you've got any questions for any future shows or any topics that you'd like us to cover, make sure you do comment. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel or you're listening to it on any of the podcast shows, just make sure you comment below. Let us know what topics or things you'd like us to cover, and I'll speak to you all soon. Cheers.